Coach, I know this is always, the hardest part of the season when it ends, but just, what'd you tell the boys in the locker room?
I haven't talked to them yet, to be honest with you.
When you do talk to them, what is going to be the message?
I'm incredibly proud. The time that we get to spend with one another over the 4, 6, 7, 8 years, whatever it is their commitment to the game, the commitment to each other, to what we do every day. It's impeccable. I mean, it's unbelievable. So just really proud of them. I'm thankful for them. I'm very grateful for everything they put into it. And even though the end result isn't what we wanted, which is really hard, especially right now, they need to be really proud and humble. I mean, we need to be really proud of what we have done. And it may not necessarily settle in right now, but when it does, they put a staple on AHSTW basketball for a long time, and something for a lot of people to look to.
Early, you guys started well, and then kind of hit the cold spell, late first, early second. How frustrating was that sequence?
It was pretty frustrating. I mean, I think it was probably even more frustrating for the guys on the court. It's they never stopped competing. For 4 quarters, we gave it our all. We competed. It just didn't necessarily translate into execution. And we can talk about certain things, but doing them is another. And credit to Moines Christian. I mean, they played a really well game. They got things pretty easy offensively, and we had to work for everything offensively. And so, pace and flow, pace and tempo is what we really tried to work for. And after about those first 2 minutes, Moines Christian controlled that, and that just made it really difficult for us.
It made it really difficult for Braden in particular. What were they doing that gave him such struggles offensively?
They double the ball really well, whether it's penetration or post-entry or anything. Anytime that ball basically gets inside the three-point line, they collapse on it like hawks, and they're good. I mean, they're here for a reason, and so when they collapsed on it, did a nice job getting hands on balls and creating loose balls. And he's got to make the right play, so he's got to kick it out. He's got to pass it to somebody else, and it just is tough. And so they did a great job doubling the ball, whether it was him or anybody else penetrating, and they did that for 4 quarters.
Get a little run at the end of the half, get it down to 5. They come out and score the first 8. You get it down to 5 with a minute to go. They hit kind of an insane shot. Just how frustrating are the ebbs and flows like that?
Incredibly frustrating. It's a game of basketball. It's a game of runs. It's a harder competition. It's tough when you make the right plays, and then sometimes they make a bigger play. So you got to tip your hat. Again, credit to guys. They never stop competing. I mean, got the little standing ovation for some of those guys coming in with 10 seconds, but minus that, they played for 31 minutes and 50 seconds, most of them. They played their hearts out, and even though you don't get the end result, I mean, they got to be proud of their effort because they never stopped.
This is a group that has meant a lot to the program over the last 4 years. What can you say about what they've meant?
I don't even know where to start. Especially the senior class, but just this group in general. There might have been somewhat of a foundation kind of laid, but they came in and they built something. And they built something that people want to be a part of. My kids growing up, they want to be a Viking basketball player, and they want to be a Viking. They have guys to look up to because they're great human beings and they're really good basketball players. And so what they've built is they've built a culture. They've built something that we've worked really, really hard on. That doesn't just happen in one day. It's time and compounded time after time. And so what that means to me, I'm grateful. I'm humbled, and I'm really proud of what they've put into it. And what we got to do is we got to honor everybody that comes after that. They got to honor that same effort and time that they put into it.